Well, you didn't tell me a number of seconds.
No.
He wants the edges off, I think. Hey!
Why would you become a cuck?
Come on, Norm, keep it together. Okay. It's not that bad.
Most comedians stay away from jokes that might cause controversy. Norm Macdonald became famous for delivering the punchlines nobody else dared to make. Watch how these well-known stars unexpectedly found themselves on the receiving end of his fearless humor.
Oh, how about this? College freshman Scott Damerow, Larry, set a new world record by using his head to bust 142 eggs, and he now officially holds a place in the Guinness Book of fucking retards.
There's a reason so many talk show hosts consider him their favorite guest ever. And this brutal exchange with David Letterman shows exactly why.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, they say. Of course, it's not true. You can't kill a person and leave. They'll follow you across state lines and bring you back, and you'll face a jury of your peers. And I said, what does that actually mean? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? And it came to me in a sudden. What it means is you can have sex with a prostitute in Las Vegas, and she will not tell your wife. In Vegas, they're not like these gossipy small town whores. Go, you're Hank Johnson's husband? By God, I had sex in exchange for cash last night with him.
What do you do with your son?
I play with him.
You do?
You know, it's a funny thing.
Yeah.
When he was a very young boy, you know, when he was like 3, 4, or something like that, I would play games with him, you know, like we'd play basketball or something.
Sure.
And I'd let him win.
Right.
You know, and now he can beat me at everything. And so he's like, hey, man, I always beat you at everything. I said, no, fuck, I used to let you win. You go, fuck, he doesn't believe it. Yeah, so he just thinks I'm some retard that can't beat a fucking infant.
When Courtney Smith joined The Tonight Show to promote her latest movie with Norm Macdonald as the other guest, she had no idea she was about to become the target of such a savage roast.
You are making a movie with Carrot Top, right?
I made a movie with Carrot Top.
Okay. But what's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
Every great joke depends on a strong punchline. Yet for Norm, the real magic was never the ending. It was everything that happened along the way.
I didn't know this, but you were a bartender.
Oh, man, that was fun. I'll tell you what was fun about being a bartender. Always a story, you know? One time I was working in there. Drunk guy comes in, you know? And you're not supposed to serve the drunk guys. You know, that's one of the things you learn. This character sits down, you know, and I says to him, I says, what do you want? I can't serve you, you know. He goes, I don't want a drink, he says, you know. He says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard. So I go, all right, one shot, that's it. So the guy shoots the dart, bullseye. I never seen anything like it, you know, even in his state, bullseye. So the guy says to me, he says, what do I win? You know? So I don't know what he wins. I'm confused, you know? So I start looking around, try to find something for him, and I see right in the bottom of the bar area, there's a shoebox with a turtle in it.
From where? What is that doing there?
What?
Norm never depended on controversy to make people laugh. But whenever it appeared, he always knew exactly how to turn it into comedy.
They have that Viagra thing out. Yeah. And the other day, you know, Bob Dole came right out and said...
He was one of the first.
Yeah. And, you know, you don't want to hear about Bob Dole's cock, you know? I mean, President Clinton's cock, Bob Dole's cock, what the hell? But mostly, an old man like that, an old man, you don't want him to have a super hard cock. You know what I mean?
Why?
Why? Because an old man, you want him to be, got a pipe going, a newspaper, the dog at his feet there. And you know what it's for? Impotent people. All right, it's for impotent guys. So get this. I read this. The pill can make your cock hard for 4 hours.
Right.
So now, who has the 4-hour hard cock? The impotent guy. The rest of us are me and you.
Me and you got a regular Cox. Meanwhile, Spade is, you know...
Now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough.
Speaking of gays, Norm always had his own unmistakable point of view, and true to form, he introduced it with a story that no one expected to hear.
Because I went to this gay pride parade, and I saw in it there were these old men and old ladies like with these signs that said, "We are proud of our gay son." You know? And so I was saying, that's an odd thing to be proud of, you know, because it's not an achievement, you know, it's not like something you work all your life to be gay or anything like that. And I just wondered, I had a hard time believing that these 50, 60-year-old men are actually bragging, you know, at work like they're, hey, Bill, you know, my kid, oh my God, we're proud of him, Johnny. He graduated from Harvard, you know. A first in his class, you know what I mean? Now he's articling over at a law firm, and, oh yeah, he loves cock. You know?
What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Why would I say that? I'm deeply closeted.
No, but that means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy.
It's rare to watch a comedian venture into sensitive topics and still win the crowd. But Norm Macdonald handled it so brilliantly that even veteran comics couldn't help but laugh.
I think the worst part of the Cosby thing was the hypocrisy. And I disagreed.
You disagree with that?
Yeah. I thought it was the rape. As my feeling, most rapists are hypocrites. You don't meet many go, I like raping, and I know it's not politically correct, but by God, people go, well, he's not being a hypocrite, and that's the worst part.
Even early in his career, his distinctive way of exposing the ridiculous side of 90s TV culture turned even the simplest observations into comedy gold.
And they always do the same thing on the dating game. They get a beautiful girl, match her up with 3 big geeks, you know? And then they make the girls ask those questions. They always be laced with sexual innuendo, you know? Girl got to go, bachelor number 2, if I were a popsicle, what would you do to me then? What? And then the guy goes, well, if you're a popsicle, huh? Well, first of all, I guess I'd take your wrapper off, then I'd grab a hold of your sticks, then I'd press you against the counter till you're broken too. Here we see the president and the first bitch. Hey, slow down, you bitch. Let me catch up.
But that was minor compared with the non-stop O.J. Simpson jokes he refused to abandon, a running bit that ultimately resulted in his notorious departure from SNL.
In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... Well, let's get to O.J. O.J. Simpson's lawyers say they don't want the families of Nicole Brown and Ronald Goldman in the courtroom during the trial. They're afraid the presence of the family members will just remind O.J. of how much more killing he still has to do.
Generosity is always admirable, but with someone like Norm, you'll quickly discover that a few kind offers are simply better never made.
I really appreciate you coming on here tonight. I don't know if you've heard, but I'm not going to be around much longer.
Yes, I know, and I understand there's only 12 shows left, and this may be my last appearance.
Well, I hope not, but...
So I was going to ask for a souvenir.
You know, you're the first person to bring this up, and I'm touched. And I want to say to you, Norm, as a friend and as somebody I have admired your entire career, whatever you want is yours.
Oh, I know.
What? No, wait a minute. That's, Norm, those are expensive. Can you... Be careful. Oh, my God. Norm, look out. That's fine. That's fine. It's still under warranty. Okay, we'll be right back with Norm MacDonald.
My wife went into a coma.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And the doctor said to me, there's one way to wake her up, but it's a little unconventional. You go in there and you have oral sex with her. I said, by God. He says, I've seen it work. I said, well, I'm willing to try. So I go in there, I'm in there about 5 minutes, and I come out. I said, Doc, she's choking.
Wow. I know the Bible says not to covet thy neighbor's wife.
Right.
But it doesn't say a damn thing about coveting thy neighbor's husband, especially a sweet, hot f***ing asshole. Impression of the 9/11 call from Johnny Carson?
911 call.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But 9/11 was a national tragedy.
Yes, it was.
Why'd you laugh at that?
You said it.
Even 10 years later, no one can still agree on whether it was meant as a joke or a social experiment.
Thank you, but I am sorry I cannot, in good conscience, accept this award on behalf of Melissa McCarthy. I instead have chosen to give my time to a friend who has something very important to say.
My name is Johnny Two Feathers. While you enjoy tonight's show, I want you to think about something. The spot where you're sitting, every square foot of ground in this country was stolen from my ancestors. And after you stole it, you murdered them. So you'll forgive us if we do not laugh along. There is nothing funny about the extermination of a people. The theater stinks of blood. That's all I have to say. Oh.
Johnny Two Feathers, everybody. Johnny Two Feathers. Give him a wave, Johnny. Johnny, you don't want to wave? All right. Well, Johnny Two Feathers, everybody.